Listen, if you're really excited, like, subscribe, and follow us. That'd be nice since we're not going anywhere.
Yep.
You could also, if you find a story that you think we could possibly abuse into something entertaining or lame, which we've been known to do too, you can send that off to us at titr@netradio.network. And you can also comment, like register your disappointment that we're going to be back next week. Anywhere you've heard us or seen us or whatever. Thank you.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Here we go.
Oh, great. Don't try and cheer me up now. I'm in a terminal funk. This funk will be terminal.
Okay, no, I just want that one. So share this one. See that Pikachu?
Okay, there's somebody trying to get into a door.
Yep. He is using that. He's using, what is he using?
I can't tell from here.
It's a chainsaw.
No, it's not. It's a chainsaw.
You're right. It's a chainsaw.
Oh.
So, this is the moment a landlord cuts a hole in the door of a property to evict a tenant. Samuel Leeds, who claims to have built up a £1 million property portfolio, posted the video on X, formerly known as Twitter, on December 13th.
I have a question.
Yes.
Just a technical thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
According to the AP Stylistic Handbook, how long do we have to mention that X was formerly Twitter?
Apparently, forever.
Until Elon sells it, I'm guessing?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
29-year-old said, today I had to evict somebody out of my property with a chainsaw. If they were at a hotel and refused to check out, security would break entry within the hour. My lawyer suggested I send a certified bailiff, but I figured it was more fun doing it myself.
Yeah,
all that
like
way,
him.
just for his, I'm just having fun, guys. Everybody relax.
Kind of like him. It's a great idea. I mean, he could have used a bazooka.
Right? But he didn't.
He did not. He showed restraint. A Brooklyn-based art collective. If I gave you the initials, you got a pen handy?
No.
Okay, you need something to follow these. MSCHF is the Brooklyn-based art collective.
MSCHF.
Yeah. They created a teeny tiny handbag that sold for $63,000 at auction this summer, according to CNN. It's a neon green bag. It measured less than 0.3 inches wide.
What are you going to keep in there? A little money? Yeah.
Remember the initials? MSCHF. It's a bag modeled after the iconic Louis Vuitton bag called the On the Go Tote, but it was not sanctioned by the designer because he probably couldn't see it. It was made using technology that prints 3D micro-scale plastic parts and was sold with a microscope so that the owner can actually see it. MSCHF. If we were going to turn that into something we could say, it'd be mischief. $63,000, but they did. Right? Give you the microscope, so.
Yeah, that's good. I'll be right back. You know what the problem is, don't you? I drink 20 ounces of coffee while I'm writing my portion of the show. And then during the show, I drink 20 ounces of tea.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I could drown in my own teepee. Canberra doctors revealed they'd removed an 8-centimeter roundworm live and wriggling from the brain of a 64-year-old Australian woman.
I'm sticking with you.
They said she'd most likely picked up the carpet python parasite.
Here's a name.
Ready? Ophidoscaris robertsi.
Yeah, I don't care. It's still icky, no matter how you pronounce it.
She apparently was foraging for warrigal greens, an edible native plant, at a lake near her home in New South Wales, and came into accidental contact with the snakes.
This is why you don't go outside.
Right? Woman started
try to explain to people.
Started suffering from gut pain and diarrhea, developed a fever, cough, and shortness of breath, along with a taste for small live rodents. I was kidding about the last part. Nobody's
yeah, they could be dead.
Nobody suspected a parasite was to blame until a year later, when her memory and thinking abilities started to go awry. Brain scans at Canberra Hospital revealed the culprit, and surgeons pulled the rapidly wriggling worm from the woman's brain, hastily transferring it to a pot and thwarting its repeated attempts to escape. Apparently, it can pick the lock.
Good thwarting.
Good. Doctors say the woman is recovering well and her progress is still being regularly monitored.
Unfortunately, the critter did escape and is now residing in the brain of one of the politicians in the Capitol, but they honestly don't know which one.
It's kind of hilarious, though. Every time he's giving a speech, he always has an aquarium full of live mice right next to him, just in case. Need a quick snap.
We watched it on V, didn't we?
I think we did. That's the image I keep seeing.
Yeah. And I can't think of her name now. The lady that was the actress on
Marina Baccarin.
Firefly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's such a lovely young lady. I love her voice.
Yes.
And she ate a rat. The bride, it just... So I just don't watch V anymore, ever.
Yeah. I watch Firefly, though.
I do watch that a lot. I just had my annual rewatching. Turns out the same. They cancel it at the end of the 13, but there's a cool movie at the end.
See, and I watch the cycle at every year and a half.
The Bridge of Flowers. See, there are two. I only have two rituals.
Okay.
And they're both very religious. I watch Firefly and Serenity at least once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I read, it's called The Hammer of God.
I've heard of this.
It's a novella from, Pastor Erickson is going to be so upset after we spent all that time.
Portugal?
No, turning it into English. He's Swedish.
The Moon.
Bogertz wrote it.
Oh, okay.
It's spectacularly well done. So those are the two things I always, that, and of course I have to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
There you go.
Where was I now? Oh,
talking about this wonderful life we live.
The Bridge of Flowers between Shelburne and Buckland, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Draws walkers from both cities to view the flora alongside this scenic footbridge. According to Mass Live, the Bridge of Flowers Committee is now asking residents to do one thing, please. Well, actually, to not do one thing, please. Don't scatter your loved one's ashes here.
Like that's going to stop them.
According to the co-chair of the committee, Carol Angus, it's not healthy. The gardeners and volunteers are exposed to human remains, and the leaves and roots of the plants are damaged. See, you had the same reaction I did. According to Angus, it's all very upsetting. No kidding. Like, for the person who may have a loved one who just died, and they're honoring their last request.
I've got a last request to have my ashes sprinkled on her.
See, I always wanted my ashes sprinkled on Valerie Bertinelli after a workout.
Yep.
Wanted to hang around for a while, but yeah, I'm over that now.
Are you?
Yeah. My wife for decades tried to explain to me why that was wrong, and one day I just decided, yeah, that is wrong.
I still don't think.
But if it should happen,
yeah, if just,
I would have no control over it because I'd be dead.
Right.
And very ashy if I were cremated.
There we go.
Now, if I weren't cremated, that would be harder.
Flump. Valerie Bertinelli was killed by a dead guy today.
Somebody
get this dipstick off of me.
What the hell? Betty White would appreciate the humor, though.
Yes, she would.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.